video because first of all, it's a Saturday. Like, girl, why are you uploading on a Saturday? But I wanted to have this on my channel this week, just a fun video about Fan Expo 2016 that was in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It was so much fun, and guys, there's just so much that I need to tell you. So this year at Fan Expo, it was my second year going, and I went as part of the press, which was new to me. I've never been part of the press before, so it was a very exciting experience. It was very different, and I loved it. It was just so cool. I was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so September 1st, September 2nd, and September 3rd, and there were so many people that I met. There were so many people that I saw, and I cannot wait for next year. It's going to be quite exciting. I went last year, and I met Draco Malfoy, and I met Ron Weasley, so Rupert Grint and Tom Felton, and it was so amazing. So I had to go this year, but I really wanted to go as the press, and I can't believe I got accepted as the press, which was really awesome. And you know, it was my job to kind of cover Fan Expo, which I'm doing right now. But if you saw on Instagram and stuff, I met Blair, I met Harvey Stevens, DAMIEN from the OMEN, I met Mark Hamill, I met William Shatner, I met Mario. I saw people from The Walking Dead. I didn't meet them though, but I saw them in the distance. I saw Danny from The Shining. I saw David Hayter, for all you gamers out there, if you're a fan of Snake from Metal Gear Solid. I just know who he is because my brothers are huge fans, so I saw David Hayter, which was really cool. I saw Kevin Conroy. I saw Adam West and Burt Ward. Like, I saw so many people and I met so many people, so let's get right on into it. So like I said, I went as press. So my first day was the Thursday. So I went around to all of the booths. There was so much Star Trek stuff, and the Star Trek stuff, you know, I'm not really a Star Trek fan. My dad is the Star Trek fan. Like, he loves Star Trek, he loves Captain Kirk, he loves William Shatner. I also got to sit in Captain Kirk's chair, and it made like all the noises when you press the button, which was really fun. There was a lot of Walking Dead stuff. There was this whole booth all about Fear the Walking Dead, which was really cool. I sat on this airplane and there was a zombie behind me, which was really funny, or a walker. I call them walkers because I call myself Rick Grimes all the time, and he calls them walkers, so I call them walkers, and they call it that in The Walking Dead. I've only seen a few episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, and with The Walking Dead, I like it way more, so, you know, I'm Rick Grimes. I call myself Rick Grimes all the time. You guys are probably like, what is wrong with her? Another really cool thing was I got to go inside the Hasbro store. It was like a Hasbro booth, so I saw all of this Kylo Ren stuff, and I was kind of freaking out and fangirling inside because I just was like, oh my god. There was a lightsaber, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, which was, I believe, $260, or was it $360? It's in one of my clips that you're seeing right now, but I already have my own, and I love my lightsaber, and I don't think a lot of you guys realize that I have a lightsaber sitting beside or behind me all the time, but it's Kylo Ren, obviously, because I'm pretty obsessed. But the whole Hasbro booth, it was so cool just seeing all the toys and stuff, but I was the most excited about the Kylo Ren stuff, of course. There was also a whole, like, EB game section. I'm not much of a gamer. I'm not, but you know, my brother Jonathan, he loves games, my brother Tristan, so I was like thinking about them. I was like, oh, they would love to be here. And then there was this whole section for Stan Lee, because I believe it's his last Canadian appearance, or his last appearance at a convention ever. So he had his own section, like in the far right corner, and it was huge. I didn't see him though, I didn't see him, but like his poster was everywhere and people were lined up like out the door to meet Stan Lee. Another really exciting booth that I went to was the Ninja Turtles booth, and it was just so cool. It was basically the evolution of the Turtles, and I was so excited because I thought Donatello, like a life-size statue of Donatello, was going to be there, but they only had Leonardo and Raphael, which was okay, but I really wanted to see Donnie. So like I said earlier, they had all this Walking Dead stuff, all this Fear the Walking Dead stuff, so that was really exciting. It was really popular. They had a whole horror section. There was like masks. Oh my god, there was a whole Star Wars section, like Darth Vader was walking around. All the stormtroopers. I bumped into Finn, you know, the one with the blood on his helmet. when he was a stormtrooper. So I got a picture with that. I was like, yes, it's Finn, and I felt like Kylo Ren. Also too, guys, I was super excited because the cast of Sailor Moon was there. I already met the whole cast of Sailor Moon like 2-3 years ago at this other convention, so it was really cool. But I bumped into Tuxedo Mask. His name is Toby Proctor. I think that's his last name, Proctor, and he remembered me from a couple years ago, and we just kept waving to each other a lot, and then I just went over to him. We started talking, kind of catching up. He was asking like what I'm doing these days and stuff, so I was like, oh my god, like Tuxedo Mask knows me, you know? So he was so nice. So shout out to Toby if you're watching. I don't know if you are. But he was so cool, and like for the rest of the convention, when we saw each other, we were just like waving like fangirls at each other, so it was really cool. People were looking, so I was like, yes, I know Tuxedo Mask, you don't. So it was really funny. And then Sailor Mars saw us waving to each other as well, and she's like, what the heck? Like the girl who plays Sailor Mars, she was just watching us wave like fangirls to each other. But he is such a cool guy. He's really nice. On Thursday, I was like screaming because I met the voice of Mario, and I was just freaking out inside. His name is Charles. And oh, it was so cool meeting him. He was talking to me in his Mario voice, and he kept going, yippee, woohoo, like all of his sounds, or that sounds really weird, like all of his, yeah, the sounds that he makes as Mario. So it was really cool meeting him. He had Mario music playing by his booth, and you know, people are so excited to meet him. He's such a hyper guy, and he's just so much fun. And we did about like 3 poses together. I hugged him, then we did the peace sign, then we did like the famous like Mario Luigi thing. Like we just, oh, I was Luigi, he was Mario. It was so cool. But I was like basically screaming because that was just like a dream come true, because I love Mario. I absolutely love Mario. So meeting him was so awesome. That day I also saw Kevin Conroy. He had a huge line, and I just kind of watched him for like 10 minutes. I never met him, but I saw him and I watched him. He was so nice to all of his fans. He took his time. That's what I like about these celebrities, is they really take their time. There's some celebrities that don't take their time with their fans, but there's some celebrities that do. And he really took his time, and he was, you know, taking selfies, making videos of people's phones, signing autographs and stuff. So it was really cool. But the thing about Thursday was not all of the guests were there, just some of them. So David Hayter wasn't there. Linda Blair was there all 3 days, but I didn't see her on Thursday. She also had a Q&A, and I was going to go to it, but something else came up, so I couldn't go to her Q&A. Harvey Stevens, he was not there on Thursday. The cast of Sailor Moon were there all days, but some guests weren't there. Oh, by the way, Gillian Anderson was there from X-Files, so she was Scully. I never really watched the X-Files. I just kind of know about it because my mom is a huge X-Files fan. So Thursday was so much fun, and also too, I met 2 brethrens, 2 of my viewers, which was really cool. They just bumped into me, and they were like, oh my god, like you're pretty 44, and I was like, yeah, what? Oh my god, it was so crazy. So that was really awesome. So I met 2 brethrens on Thursday, which really made my day. I've been recognized before, but it was just so cool to have 2 people in one day just come up to me and be like, oh my god, are you pretty 44? And I'm like, yeah. So we took a picture and stuff, and I'll just leave the pictures across the screen because you guys were so nice. Thank you. It was so nice meeting you both. So I was like, that night, Thursday night when I got home, I was just so pumped for Friday. Like I could not wait. So when it was Friday, you know, I arrived early in the morning again, press day 2, and that was the day that I met Linda Blair. And you know, I walked by Tuxedo Mask again. We did like the fangirl waving at each other. It was really funny. So I was just kind of making my way down to the horror section, and that's when I saw Harvey Stevens, also known as Damien from the OMEN. And when I saw him, I don't know if I freaked him out a bit, but I saw him in the distance, and I just like waved like crazy at him, and I think he was like, is she waving at me? So he kind of like looked around, then he was like and I'm like, hi! Like I went crazy. I think I was kind of giving him vibes like, I'm doing this all for you, Damien. Like, you know, I think I was giving him those vibes from the movie. Because I was kind of acting like that. I was like, Damien, like, it's all for you, Damien. But I didn't actually say that, but I think I was giving him those vibes, and I think he felt that. So I asked him, I was like, can I come over to you? And he was like, yeah, come over. So he's doing that. So I ran over. Like, I ran like a psychopath. I was like, oh my god, it's Damien. And he's just like, hey. And I was like, it's so nice to meet you. I was like, I was just watching the movie the other night because I knew you were going to be here, and I was so excited to meet you. And he was just like, thank you so much. And then I was like, oh my god, he's still got those like creepy eyes still. And he's like, yeah, they haven't changed. But he says a lot of people tell him that his eyes are still the same, and they are. When he looks at you, you still see little Damien in his face. So it was really cool meeting him. I was so excited, and then I was like, I want your autograph. So he had all these pictures of him as a kid, so I chose my favorite, and I was so excited about it. I'll show you guys like across the screen right now. And then we also took a selfie together. I asked him, I was like, can we please take a selfie? He's like, yeah, obviously. So we took a selfie together, and it was just so cool. It was really cool meeting him. Then I saw Linda Blair just a few booths over from him. So I went to Linda Blair next, and I was so nervous, and I was in line like, oh my god, what am I gonna say to her? Like, she's there for The Exorcist, but I wanted to stand out, and I wanted to talk about scariest places on earth with her, even though probably so many other people talk about that with her. So finally, I went up with her, and we took the picture together. I was like, hi Linda, and she was like, hi, and I'm like, it's nice to meet you. She said it was nice to meet you too. And then there was all these pictures of her on the desk, and she's like, which one do you want? So I picked this one. I'll leave it across the screen for you guys to see. And then I was like, I just want you to know that Scariest Places on Earth will forever be my like absolute favorite paranormal show. And she was like, thank you so much. I think she was almost shocked that I said that. And I said, like, you don't even understand. Like, I watched every single episode, and it was my show as a child, and you just made it so much better because you were the host. And she was like, oh my god, thank you, that is so sweet. And then it started getting a little crazy. I was like, do you remember the Chillingham Castle episode when you dared the Olsen family to go inside the castle and spend the night in the castle? And she was like, yeah. She's kind of laughing. She's probably like, how do you remember their names, the Olsen family? And she's like, yeah, I remember every episode, but that was really scary, that one. I was like, yeah. So we started talking about Chillingham Castle and all that, and then we were talking about The Exorcist and stuff. So after I met Linda Blair, that is when I did my interview with Harvey Stevens, which was so cool. I got the call. They said, if you want to do an interview with him right now, then you can. And I was like, heck yes. So I was walking by, and he looked at me, and he just kind of waved at me, and I waved back. I'm like, hey, like, I didn't know if I could just walk over there and be like, yo, so we're doing our interview now? So I was just kind of waiting for him, and then I was just kind of waiting for, you know, like, okay, Brittany, you can go over now kind of thing. But then he just said, like, no, girl, like, come on over. So I went over there. We were talking a bit more, and we were just talking more about the OMEN and what it was like for him working with Gregory Peck and, like, all that stuff. There was questions that I asked him then that I wish I asked him on camera. But you know, it was okay. I still thought our interview was really fun, so it was really cool. So then he was signing some more autographs for fans, and I just kind of waited at the side for him, and then he's like, okay, after this, then I'll come with you. We'll go like in the back somewhere, and we'll film our video. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So we were going back there, and it was just so weird. He's like, okay, how about we just like sit back here or something? So I was like, okay. So I'm just following Damien, you know, walking through this crowd, and then we go to the back area, and I set up and stuff. And we just sat down to the interview, and it was just so cool. If you guys have not seen that interview, I will leave it down below. I thought it was super fun. I'm no Hollywood reporter. I'm just a YouTuber, and I thought it was so cool interviewing him. He's from such an iconic film. Like, he's freaking Damien Thorne. And it was so cool, you know? I think it was just such a cool thing to have on my channel, an interview with frickin' Damien Thorne. He was asking me about my YouTube channel. Like, he was really into it. He thought it was such a cool thing, and I was telling him like all about like the paranormal stuff I do, the games I play, the ghost hunts I go on, like the scary urban legends and stuff like that. So hopefully he subscribed, because I texted him the interview video. I texted it to him the other day. I was like, here's the video if you want to see it. And he was like, thank you. I hope it does really well. And I was like, it's so nice meeting you and stuff. So that was really cool. So we watched it, and hopefully he subscribes. So I hope he's watching this as well. But it was so cool, guys. Like, that's like a huge thing to me. It's a big deal. I also have a really crazy story to tell you guys. I think it's kind of funny, and it's just kind of like a weird coincidence. It's like really creepy. But I have my cross right here, and this choker that I'm wearing, my cross used to be attached to it, but it broke off. Now when it broke off, I was wearing, like, it was attached to my choker when I was doing the interview with Harvey. So after the interview, we talked for a bit, like off camera and stuff, and then he had to go back to his booth and sign more autographs and like do all the stuff that he has to do. So I said bye to him and stuff, and I was gonna see him the next day anyway, so I would like talk to him again then. So my choker broke, like my cross came off, and I just because he's Damien and I'm wearing a freaking cross, you know what I mean? So I just thought that was like really weird. So I've just been wearing it as this black choker, but it, you know, this was a cheap choker. I bought it at Forever 21 for like $3, so it was bound to break eventually, but I just thought that it, you know, it broke the way that it broke after I was talking to freaking Damien Thorne and it just broke off and it's a cross. You know, so I just thought that was really weird. I thought that was really creepy. So another person that I met on Friday was Jason Mewes, and he's Jay from Jay and Silent Bob. So I met him. My brothers are a huge fan of Jay and Silent Bob. Kevin Smith wasn't there that day, but just Jason Mewes. So I went up to Jason Mewes and, you know, I asked him if he could make a video for my brothers, if I could like record him saying something to my brothers. So he actually took my phone out of my hand. Like, he took it out of my hand and he just started like walking away recording this video on my phone for my brothers, which was really nice. And also on Friday, I met 2 other viewers, and I will leave the pictures across the screen right here. They were super nice. The first one was Dustin. So hey Dustin, if you're watching, he was telling me all about his nieces and how his nieces love my video. So hi to Dustin's nieces. You guys are so cool. Thank you so much for watching. So we had a good chat. We were talking for a bit, and he was a really nice guy. So we took pictures. We took selfies on his phone too. He has it on his Instagram. So it was really cool. It was really nice to meet him. And then I met Allie. She came up to me probably an hour later, and she was in this really cool Harley Quinn outfit from Suicide Squad. So she was really cute, and we took a picture together as well. So it was really nice meeting you, Allie. So nice to meet you. And just meeting my viewers, it was so cool because like I wasn't there as a YouTuber. I was just there as the press and to have fun, and just having people come up to me, like my viewers, it was so cool, and recognizing me. That's just such a surreal feeling. I can't really talk, I'm just going all over the place. Saturday was the huge day. So Saturday, press wasn't really allowed that day. Like, it wasn't really a press day. So Saturday, I just went through like general admission. So I wasn't part of the press on Saturday. It was just more of a day for me to have fun. So that day I went with my whole family. Like, my whole family went with me, my parents, my brothers, and we just like did so much that day, so much. So I met, I have my picture right here. I met Mark Hamill, and I almost had a heart attack. I was so nervous in line, like super nervous. This is the picture that I got of me and Mark Hamill. I'll probably just put it on the screen so you guys get like a better look at it, but I love this picture. He was so nice. When I saw him, I almost called him Luke. Thank God I didn't, but I wish I brought my lightsaber so it would be in the picture with us, but because everybody had lightsabers that day, so I wish I had my lightsaber. But I was like, hi Mark, and he's like, hi, and he's like, how are you? I said, I'm good, how are you? And he's like, I'm good. And then we were just kind of like talking for a bit, and then it was time for us to take our picture. So I was like, can I hug you in the picture? And he's like, yeah, obviously. So then I was like, okay. And then I put my arms around him, and then he put his arms around me, and we just like big smile, and I'm like, it was so nice meeting you. And he's like, you too. And I'm just like, ah. So I walked away just like starstruck, like what the heck, I just met freaking Luke Skywalker, like what? And I was wearing my Kylo Ren shirt that day too, so I was like, oh my god, he noticed my shirt. I saw him looking, I saw you looking, Luke. Or, oh my god, just called him Luke. I saw you looking, Mark, at my Kylo Ren outfit, or my Kylo Ren shirt, but he was so nice. And then also that day, I met William Shatner. So the whole reason originally why I was coming to the show was, well, I went last year, but I wanted to come this year as well. But William Shatner was there because it's the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, and my dad is the biggest Star Trek fan out there. He loves Shatner, and my dad looks like Shatner as well. So my brothers and my mom, we were like, you know what? He needs to meet Shatner. Like, Shatner's 84 years old. He needs to meet him, you know, like who knows what's gonna happen to Shatner, like, you know, you never know, right? My dad's waited like 50 years to meet William Shatner, so we decided for his birthday was August 20th, that this would be his present, meeting Shatner, getting an autograph. We were gonna pay for his autograph, his photo op, and everything, and he was so excited, and I'm so excited with how his picture turned out with Shatner. He got an autograph, and I was there to witness it all, and it was really cool to witness it. Shatner said that my dad and him look alike, so that was really cool, and it was just so cool seeing them together. So after 50 years, he was so happy, and I think it was just a really nice present, and we were all super happy to see my dad, happy to meet William Shatner. And I also met William Shatner as well. I got a picture with him. It just looks like me and my dad just like chilling. And then it was really cool because I got to watch Tristan and Jonathan meeting David Hayter, which is like their idol. Like I said, he's Snake from Metal Gear Solid, and that's all I pretty much know about Snake, and he has like that really raspy deep voice. So I was watching in the distance, and Snake, I'm just gonna call him Snake, or David Hayter, he recorded a video for Jonathan talking in Snake's voice, and he did a lot for them, so it was really nice. I took some pictures of them talking to him from the distance, and he really took his time with every fan, which I think is really cool. And same with Jason Mewes, he really took his time with every single fan. Like, he would give you a selfie, he would record a video for you, he would hug you, he would high five you, like he would do anything you wanted. He would talk to you for like 10 minutes. Like, I thought that was so nice. And David Hayter was the same way. He had a huge lineup, but it didn't matter to him. He was gonna get through everybody, he was gonna make everybody happy. So I thought that was really cool to witness that. Also, Tristan and Jonathan, they met Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and I just kind of took some pictures in the distance of them. Vegeta was supposed to be there, and I really wanted to meet Vegeta. I love Vegeta, I love Goku, but if Vegeta was there, I would have met him for sure. I would have been like, can you please call me Kakarot? Like, Kakarot. Oh. But yeah, I didn't meet Vegeta. He canceled actually, so that was kind of upsetting. So hopefully next year he comes. And if Cell was there, I would have met Cell. If Boo was there, I would have met Boo. Trunks was there, but he was like on break. He like never came back. I don't know where he was. Also on Saturday, my brothers and my dad, they were getting a picture with Adam West and Burt Ward in front of the Batmobile, which was really cool. So I saw them in the distance. They're actually really close to me. They're like 10 feet away, so it's not like really the distance. And I saw them, they were coming in on like little scooters because they're elderly now. So it was cute, but it was like, oh, like it's Batman and Robin, you know? And they were just sitting in the picture. They sit beside the Batmobile, and then like you kind of sit with them or stand with them. So that was really cool to see them. Oh my god, you guys, another thing too. So Friday, when I was in the Linda Blair line, I just looked over to my left, and there was this guy who is a spit image of Andrew Lincoln, aka Rick Grimes, and I legit thought that was Andrew Lincoln over there, taking pictures with fans as Rick Grimes. Like, my heart fell into my stomach. I was like, no. I was freaking out. This guy, he goes by Cecil Grimes. He is the most amazing Rick Grimes lookalike / impersonator that I've ever seen. I will leave a picture across the screen for you guys to see. He was amazing. He was super nice. I talked to him for a bit. We took selfies and stuff, and I had a gun in my hand, not a real gun, and we were just, you know, shooting zombies, or shooting walkers, I should say, because that's what I call them now, because I'm Rick Grimes. But I told him, I was like, holy crap, like, you could be a Rick Grimes stunt double or something, and apparently Andrew Lincoln actually knows who he is, so that is really cool. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my whole Fan Expo 2016 video, and I'm so excited for next year. I cannot wait to know who's coming next year. It's gonna be really fun, and hopefully I see more of you guys next year. I don't know if I'm gonna go as the press next year. I'll probably try to do that again because it was a really fun experience. It was really cool, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. I can't get over my picture with Mark Hamill. Like, what is life? Like, look at us. Like, what? I'm like hugging Mark Hamill. Like, what is that? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Britty44. Hashtag Barutherins. Hey, I didn't even do it right. Hashtag Barutherins. There we go with the head. Hey! And that's all I want to say. Yeah. And all of my links are right down there if you want to follow me at Britty44. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.